Hi, fire signs. My name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your August 2021 reading. Welcome to my channel. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet and you resonate with these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I put out a video every Saturday. I took last Saturday off, but let's get into your August 2021 reading. So the first card is exchanging gifts and it's upside down. The next one is the fates and it's upside down. And the last one is regeneration and it's upside down. So exchanging gifts, when it's upside down, it's like, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. And this is all about manifestation. You guys have been manifesting your dreams, and I know deep down you're wanting all your dreams to come true, and they're going to. But as you get them, one of the things that is going to be very important is how to handle it and how not to sabotage yourself. So you guys are going to be getting everything that you wish for and more. And happy birthday to all the Leos out there, fire signs. Happy birthday, Leo. So you guys are going to be having your dreams come true. And you know what? You're going to have people who are going to help walk you and guide you through it, just so you know. So it's a great reading. The next one, the fates are upside down. And this is also, from this reading, what I'm getting is like maybe there's a little bit of jealousy that you think everybody else who has more than you has it better than you. And this is all about, that's not true. Some people who have more than you, they might have done more or maybe not, but the fates is like, why do bad things happen to good people? And this is just, you know, we're all on this earth to learn certain lessons, and some people learn them in this lifetime and some people aren't meant to, and it's not your job to decipher who learns their lessons and who doesn't. Your focus, fire signs, right now is you're learning your lessons, and that's all that matters. So it's like staying in your own lane, bro, which is very hard to do. And this is the divine letting you know that you're going to have more than you can handle, and just to work on yourself, and that's going to be more than enough. And the next one is regeneration, and it's upside down. And regeneration is all about, you know, planting seeds and having second chances. And when it's upside down, it's usually the direction you thought you were going in that's not for you anymore. But you needed to find this out. You needed to find out whatever direction you had been going in, it wasn't the wrong direction, because you needed to do that first before you're able to follow where you're supposed to be. So where you were, it's teaching you a ton. And it's kind of like, I don't know how old you guys are that are watching, but the Generation for Me, the movie of the Generation for Me, one of them was The Karate Kid. And this guy, he was clean, you know, this instructor was supposed to teach him karate. And he had him like washing his car and fixing his house and painting his fence. And he's like, what the fuck? I'm working for free. And here this guy was teaching him moves, except for he didn't know it. So that's what this is telling me, that you guys were learning things along the way, and even though it's not going to be what you're going to stay in forever, you needed to experience everything that you have up until now, and that is going to help you in your new life, your new venture. And I'm thinking this is job, this is house, this is money, this is cars, this is material things. But the last one, regeneration, says endings come in many forms. Now is the time to stop holding on to what must die. so that something better can take place. Nature's cycles include disease, dis-ease, decay, death, and regeneration. Let whatever isn't working in your life die. Don't be afraid to face the facts. There is no need to stop, struggle, or grieve. Whatever you quarry, let it go. You're about to be reborn. Okay, you guys, it sounds so easy. Let it go. Like the Frozen song, let it go. A lot of times what happens is when you're not able to let go of things that no longer serve you, things will happen so so you don't have to do it. So if you're in a job and you really want to get out of your job and you can't take yourself out of it because you're scared, because of money, because of what if, your position will end. They will eliminate your department. Somebody else will, it will be done for you. So if you're not able to let things go, which you guys, it's so hard to do that. Letting things go on your own, just getting up one day and saying, this isn't working for me and I'm not doing this anymore. A lot of times what happens is we need to experience pain first. So that's what this reading is telling me, that you've been in a painful situation that isn't working for you, and everything that you want is on its way. And I know it seems hard to believe when you're waiting for it to happen. So what I'm going to tell you to do as you're waiting for all this to happen, and usually when you let go, we're talking like you're holding on to it with a death grip. Normal. So you have to be peeled off finger by finger by finger by finger till the whole hand comes off. So what can you do when you're letting things go that no longer serve you? You can go do things that are fun, that bring you joy, that make you happy. Honestly, that is where you're going to find where you need to be, what you need to do, and how you need to do it. And it sounds like, how can I be finding it? It's a bonus, because technically we are all on this earth to have fun, to be happy, to live in peace, and to have joy, not to suffer. And I don't know where or whoever taught us that you have to suffer first before you can be rewarded. It is bullshit. And you should be doing things that you love and that make you happy, and that will lead you to where you're supposed to be. If you're looking for the fast route, so am I. We're all looking for the fastest way to get to our happily ever after. But really what this reading is letting me know is you guys need to be happy now where you are. We only have this moment. We only have this day right where we are. The past is over, but one of the things that the past teaches us is how to do things or how not to do things, or maybe I can do it a little bit better. So that is gone, and you've learned from your mistakes. You've learned from your disease, decay, coming out of an addiction. If you guys are coming out of an addiction, and honestly, it could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be gambling, it could be workaholism. Workaholism is an addiction. It is rewarded and it is supported, and it is making people sick. You're a human being, not a human doing. And the divine really, your angels, spirit, whoever you pray to, really wants you to be happy and live the best life and not be on the clearance rack. If somebody put you on the clearance rack, you need to mark yourself up. But this is saying breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. You guys, I'm telling you, anybody who's watching this video, if you guys are watching me, the divine has sent you here to break the cycles for your family. You are the first one in your family. You might be the first one to go to college. You might be the first one to get healthier. You might be the first one. And usually a lot of times when you are the first one and you are breaking barriers, what it feels like and what has actually happened are two different things. It feels like you're being abandoned. It feels like you're being rejected. Why does this always happen to me? Nobody loves me. Honestly, you guys, it sucks. I get that being the first person in your family or, in a job, you are here to make the map. You are the first one things happen to for a reason, because the divine knows you can do it and you are breaking barriers, but it's not saying to me, I am telling you guys right now, this is not easy. It is painful. It is hard. You feel like you're alone. You feel like there's something wrong with you. These are feelings. They are not facts. It is not true, but it feels true. So just know that. A lot of times, you guys, and I'm telling you right now, you are the light workers. You are healers. You are psychic. You have a connection to yourself, to the divine, to spirit. A lot of times when people aren't able to do that, they will shut down your light. It is easier to shut down your light than it is for them to go get their own. So a lot of times people who are attracted to you are energy vampires. And so what they're doing is they're trying to get their light fed by taking yours. So this is all about, as you guys are breaking barriers, this is not an easy process. So congratulations and keep going. I know this is hard. I know it is not easy. The next one says, accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. So you guys, knowing this and accepting this is a process, and you need to hear it over and over again. And part of my gift, part of what the divine wants me to do for all of you, is to sit here and tell you there is nothing wrong with you. You guys, you're leaders. You are meant to lead, but it is not easy being the leader. A lot of times what happens is you feel like you're doing it wrong. You feel like you're making mistakes. People do not support you when you're on your way up as a leader. A lot of times you take a lot of slack, you take a lot of crap. But then after you do something, people are like, oh my God, thank you so much for doing that. I wished I could have done that. But a lot of times what happens when you're in this process, nobody sees the behind the scenes or feels it. And you guys feel everything. This is the divine letting you know this process of breaking the barriers and accepting what is. You don't just one day wake up and accept it. You have to hear it. You have to have other people let you know, yes, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you guys keep going. You're on the right path. Even when it feels like you're doing it wrong, you are not going to do it wrong. I promise you. It is part of the process. Does it feel shitty? Absolutely. The next one says emerging into grace, and this girl is sleeping and she's resting. And if you are, this could be a male also, you guys are exhausted from, you tried to do it the other way. You tried to conform and do it the way everybody else thinks it should look like. But guess what? You can no longer do that anymore. It is exhausting. And it says, I open my soul to grace. You guys, your soul is open to grace, but living the life the way you thought everybody else wanted you to, it's exhausting, and it takes your soul. So I'm going to tell you guys that your people are looking for you too if you haven't found them yet. A lot of times during this process, the rejection that you get is from your family, is from your closest people, and it is not intentional. They are not intentionally trying to hurt you, even though it might feel like that. A lot of times what happens is people are putting their own fear on to somebody else. They're trying to transfer it. And you guys are empaths. So you're going to pick up on other people's feelings or intentions. Or you're like, oh, must be nice to have a nice car. Wish I could have a nice car. And then you feel like there's something wrong with you because you want a nice car, or because you want a nice house, or because you want nice things, when really they wish they could have done the things that you're doing, and they cannot say that to you. So this is the divine speaking through me to let you know you guys are allowed to have these things. There is no shame in it. The divine wants the very best for you always. So the first card is acceptance, and you guys got this card before. It says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So I don't know if you guys know the Serenity Prayer, but I'm going to recite it for you. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You guys, the wisdom to know the difference is the hardest part of this prayer. The accepting the things you cannot change is other people. You cannot change other people, but you can change yourself. And I'm here to tell you, the rejection that you're getting, the rejection that you're feeling, it is not personal. However, it feels personal. I can guarantee you it is not personal. A lot of times people are put in your life, the ones who are rejecting you, they are here to reject you, to propel you forward. It does not feel like they are here to propel you forward. But if you're into the Course in Miracles, or if you've ever heard of the book Sacred Contracts by Carolyn Myss, it tells you about, you guys are deep. If you're watching my videos, you are so deep, and you're going to understand what I'm about to tell you. But I really believe this, that before we came to earth, before we were born into our parents, however you got here, there was already a divine contract for you. And people assume certain roles in your life. And when these people assume these roles, some people are meant to be the father of your children. Some people are meant to date you and break your heart so you can go find yourself. A lot of times we don't know this. The divine knows it. Their highest self, the person's highest self knows it, but it's not in a physical level. So the people that are rejecting you, their soul contract is actually to help move you forward, so you don't stay with them. They're here to help you advance, although what it feels like is like they're assholes and they're trying to stop you and hurt you, but it's actually the opposite. Now the next one says pride. It says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So you guys, and the card is also yellow, and yellow means you usually excel at least two things. Your brain needs stimulating, no self-doubt, seeing opportunities. Now is the time to live, stepping into your power and teaching. So you guys, your ego. Okay, so there's a difference between being proud of yourself and taking pride in yourself. So, you know, it's not a fuck you. It's you guys are the gift and you have a lot to offer people. And as you love yourself more, you can see yourself in everyone. So this is telling me that you guys have a divine connection. You already have it. You feel it. You know it. I know you wish you could give it to other people. Part of your job is just to illuminate yourself and to show yourself in the brightest light possible. So as you do that, as you see somebody who is throwing shade at you, you can be like, guess what? When I didn't feel good, I used to do that. Or when I was in pain, I took from other people's light. So this is, be proud of where you have come from and what you have done. And yes, the divine has given you a gift and a power, and you're learning what an amazing gift that you guys have. However, not everybody is meant to receive your gift in this lifetime. But even so, when you see people that are hurting, when you see people that are saying shitty things to you, what you can start to see and realize is, I used to be there and I'm not there anymore. And maybe these people that are doing this, part of their soul contract on this earth is just to help other people propel forward. And that's their divine contract. So the next one is humor. And it says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And this has Buddha on it. So you guys, you need to have some laughter. You need to lighten up and just have fun. Have fun and be as happy as you can. And green is saying growth, new beginnings, health renewal, harmony, healing, love and peace, new chapters, and planting seeds. So you guys have already planted your seeds. You don't need to do more. You need to have fun. Okay, so I'm going to give you some ideas of how to have fun. A lot of people forgot how to have fun, and they think it's more important for everybody else around them to be having the fun. But this is the divine saying, you guys are allowed to go and have fun. Do things that bring you joy. Might be walking outside with your dog. It might be walking outside. It might be hiking. It might be fishing. It might be, getting to an exercise class. It might be yoga. It could be meditation. It could be roller skating, rollerblading. It could be putting on shows. It could be signing up for a theater class. It could be comedy. Maybe you guys are here to help other people laugh. That is a real job, by the way. I was at a comedy show a couple weeks ago, and this guy was saying about it's not a real job. I'm telling you, anything that pays you money is a real job. So that is for whoever needs to hear it. But you guys, get a hula hoop, start dancing, start singing, start doing all the things that you used to love to do as a little boy or a little girl that you forgot you enjoyed. Coloring in a coloring book, painting, drawing, making stuff, woodworking, whatever it is. The divine wants you to have fun in the month of August. For all the fire signs, happy birthday, Leo. If you're still watching, thank you so much. This is your sign signing off.